Okay, hello! So tomorrow I'm planning to do a big hike. It's called the GR11. It's 840 kilometers, so about 520 miles, and it goes from the Mediterranean Sea to the Atlantic Ocean through the Pyrenees Mountains. So there's a lot of ups and downs, it's a long hike. It will take maybe 30 to 40 days, probably closer to 40 days. This will be my first through hike, and I'll be going alone. Basically, the first 2 or 3 days Tio will join me, but just for 2 or 3 days. And because I have not very much money, I am going to do this hike ultra heavy. You see, usually people like to do it ultra light, but for me, I'm gonna go ultra heavy. But it's okay because I have this backpack, and it's an awesome backpack. You see, it's anti-gravity. And you know, it's like, you know, you have like matter and antimatter, and when matter and antimatter meet, they kind of annihilate everything, right? Everything kind of disappears. So when gravity and anti-gravity meet, the same thing happens. All of the weight in my backpack will just disappear, right? Yeah, so my budget for this trip will be maybe €3 a day or less, hopefully. So I want to make sure that I'm fully self-sufficient. I don't want to rely on like cafes for power. I don't want to pay for any accommodation at all. So, and also I don't want to buy expensive food, so I've stocked up on a bunch of cheap food for now, so that'll last me the first maybe 10 days or so, and then I'll buy food on the way, because the trek goes through the mountains, but it also goes through little villages. So now I just wanted to show you what I'll bring on this big hike. Let's see, where do we start? I have this massive bulky tent that I borrowed from my friend. I don't have really any money to buy a tent, so I'm taking this thing. It can fit like 4 people. No, it can fit 2 people. Yeah, what can I do? Then I have this sleeping bag. It's okay. I think it should be fine. Then I have this old sleeping pad that my friends in Siberia got me back when I was a hiking guide in around Lake Baikal. My friends in Siberia also bought me this pillow. It's very small, it doesn't take up much space. So we have tent, sleeping bag, and I'm bringing a hammock. I know, but you know what? If I bring a hammock, then I don't have to like search for a flat ground to sleep in. I can maybe just sleep in my hammock. Some of the time, if I get to a village, maybe I can just hang it up in a park or something. And I can be more discreet, because it's not really legal to just camp anywhere, but in a hammock, you can kind of get away with it. So, okay, so, boots. Last time I did a long distance hike, I put a hole through my shoes. It went directly through the shoes, like I could feel the ground while wearing my shoes. So I decided to actually buy hiking boots this time, since this trek is going to be very long. This was the most expensive thing that I bought. I didn't buy much of this stuff. These were €50, and I'm not that happy with them, honestly. I bought them like 2 months ago, and I took them on just like a few day hikes, and they already have a hole that I had to super glue. So, you know, it's because they're from Decathlon, and Decathlon is like the McDonald's of outdoor sports gear here in Europe. So anyway, those are my shitty boots. I hope they will last. Let's see. I'm taking these 2. I know it's a bit heavy, a bit much, but we'll see. I'll throw them away if they're a nuisance. Let's see. Okay, so boots, slippers. Then I have, here's a fleece. It's a nice good light fleece. I have these shorts. These are my boyfriend's swimming trousers. They have this thing here for the penis, so maybe I'll cut that out. Let's see. I have a shirt, a bra, and I'll bring a bunch of underwear. Maybe I'll throw them away as I go along. I don't know. I know most hikers go with like one pair of underwear, but I think that's kind of gross. So I'd like to have, you know, more underwear. I'll wash them on the way. Maybe if I figure out it's a bad idea, I'll throw them away. Whatever. I think this thing will come in handy. I'll throw it away if it's too heavy, if it's too much. Here I have something to sleep in, and I have some longer, what do you call them, tight pants, long tight pants for cold days. This is a very warm jacket. I used to use this in Siberia when I went hiking a lot for long hikes. So I think that will keep me warm on cold days. So let's see about that. Put it there for now. I heard people recommending gloves, so I'll bring some gloves. This is quite important. It's a rain jacket. It's a very good quality rain jacket. I got this like 10 years ago when I was planning to sail halfway across the world, and that didn't end up happening, but at least I got this good jacket. This kind of headbands, things like that, you know. Then we have, this is a poncho. Sunglasses. I'll bring this sun hat. Let's see. Trekking poles. I never used trekking poles before, really, but I figured for an 800-kilometer hike they're going to be very useful. These ones were like €5 each, so I'm not sure if they're gonna last, but I hope so. Okay. Here I have an emergency blanket, just in case. Rain cover for my backpack. And this will be my towel. A lot of people go with this like bullshit microfiber towels. I'll tell you, I hate microfiber towels. Those microfiber towels, they don't dry your body, so what is the point of a towel if it doesn't dry your body? So I prefer to just use a sarong. So it's basically just a very thin piece of cloth, and I'll use that to dry myself. Okay, here we have, this is one of the few things that I bought. This is a water filter. It's the bee-free filter. We'll see how that works. It looks a little bit flimsy, but it has some good reviews. So let's see. It's about €35. This is an awesome stove that I got back when I was hiking in Siberia. So this is Chinese made. It's called the Fire Maple, and it's kind of cool. You can fit a gas tank. You can fit a tank of gas perfectly in there and then close it up, and it's I don't know, I really like this. It's very powerful too, so you can get a really strong flame. Here I have food. So this is buckwheat. So in China you have rice, in Italy you have pasta, in Russia you have buckwheat. It's the best food, just in general. It's really great food. It's great for hiking. It cooks really fast. It's very nutritious. You get full. So this will last me at least 10 days, I think. And I can eat pretty much just that. I will be happy just to eat that. Unfortunately, you can't buy this stuff anywhere but like Russian stores here in Spain. So I can't really get more of this stuff on the way, that's why I'm bringing like an entire kilo. Here I have salt, chili pepper, and black pepper. Okay, this is a massive bag of muesli, I know. But this shit is also expensive. Like, it's usually really expensive. This one was cheap, so I'm bringing a massive bag of it. What can I say? This is dehydrated soy. This is difficult to find in random small villages, so I'm bringing a big bag of it as well. This will be my meat, basically. And I have a massive bag of like dried fruit and nuts. It's another thing that's really expensive normally, but it's cheap in these big supermarkets. That's why I stocked up on a lot of it. So that's the food that I'll bring. That will last me a little while, and then once I run out of this food, I will stop in little shops in little villages and I'll buy more food. And I'll probably also buy some like vegetables and fruit along the way as well. So, to eat the food, I have a spoon. It's just a normal spoon, but it's a light spoon. I have a Swiss Army knife. It has a bunch of useful tools, you know, these kind of things. And I have this. This is my knife. Unfortunately, it's a pointless knife. What's the point of bringing a pointless knife, you might ask? I'm not too sure. I like it. I think, I don't know, maybe I'll just dig holes for my poop with it. Or maybe I'll use it for something. I think it could be useful. I know it's pointless, but it's, you know, it's quite sharp, you know. And, you know, not everything has to have a point, okay? Okay. This is just a food container. I'll eat out of it and maybe I'll put some stuff in there. There's a little sponge in there. Lighter. Always good to bring a lighter. Okay, so that's it for the food. Next I have some first aid stuff. So this is for the knees. I've had little bit of knee problems before. Let's see how it goes. This is just in case. Here I have kind of band-aids and ibuprofen and things like that. Here I have sunscreen and hand sanitizer, masks, toothbrush, toothpaste, moisturizer, floss. I've got these little bars of soap. Maybe I'll use them a little bit. Toilet paper. Okay, and I mean, normally I wouldn't bring like a kilo of tampons, but this is another thing that's like extremely expensive here in Spain. So like buying a box of tampons is like 2 days worth of my budget. So I got these for free. So I'm bringing all of the ones I got for free. Some napkins. Okay, and this, in case stuff breaks. The tent that I have, I'm not fully confident in it. It's maybe kind of like a festival tent rather than like a real backpacking tent, so and I'm not that confident in my shoes or my trekking poles. That's kind of it. So I'm bringing duct tape, I'm bringing super glue, and I'm bringing some sewing stuff, a needle and thread. Of course I'll bring my phone. I'll use it for navigation. I use it pretty much for everything. Some chargers. I'll bring that camera that we're using now. A little tripod for the camera. It's really light. These are my documents. This is a book reader. I downloaded like 100 books for this trail. I'm really excited to just like go somewhere into the mountains to sit by a lake and just read books. So I can't wait. So That's quite important to me. Have some headphones. This we bought for like 25 euros. It's a solar panel charger. Since I'm going to be quite dependent on my phone and I want my Kindle to work and my camera and everything, I thought, you know, get one of these. And a little power bank as well. So we'll see. I guess it's, you know, it's better to be safe than sorry. And then my headlamp. It's a cool headlamp, this one. You have this setting. You go like this, and it turns off. And then turns back on. I don't know if that'll be useful. Probably not. Okay. So that's basically it. I'll put all of this stuff in my bag, and then I'll leave tomorrow.
I'm waiting for this time, oh yeah. Someone has to dance, so now, hey. I don't want to be locked up, yeah. I don't want no. All I want is to be free with all it means. I've been waiting for someone like you. Someone give me nice that I want. Just give me next one. I've been waiting for someone else with you. No one that gives me nice like you do. Come on, come on, come on, give me love. Come on, come on, come on, give me love. Come on, come on, come on, give me love. Just give me love. Come on, come on, come on, give me love. Come on, come on, come on, give me love. Come on, come on, come on, give me love. If I can get you by my side, girl, get you by my side. You trust me when I say, I've been looking for someone like you. Someone next to dance so loud. I've been waiting for someone like you. Someone give me nights that I want. I've been waiting for someone else with you. No one gives me nights like you do. Come on, come on, come on, give me love. Come on, come on, come on, give me love. Come on, come on, come on, give me love. Just give me love.
I'd say around 48.
The moment of truth. We'll know how much this thing weighs. I have to take this thing 840 kilometers across the Pyrenees Mountains. But it will get lighter after I eat all of that food. And I'm carrying a lot of water now too, because the first part of the trek is very dry. So keep that in mind. This
You have
stuff.
50 kilos, you have.
Plus I'm poor as fuck, so I can't afford all of that expensive stuff that ultralight hikers hike with, okay? That's not too bad. Oh, well, fuck. What? No way. No.
Wow.
No. Uh-oh. That's not good.
23.
Oh, fuck.
23 kilos.
Okay, so it's a lot heavier than I want it to be, but this, I told you my budget will be 3 euros a day or less, so that's my way of hiking ultra cheap and ultra heavy.